Okay, in this session now, we'll try to assign VLANs or switch ports to VLANs. So see what we intend to achieve here. So if I bring up this diagram, this is exactly what we have set up. So these first three PCs are on sales department, and this one's on HR, we have finance, and we have ICT. Notice that what we are trying to do is to isolate each department, where sales will no longer be able to ping HR, which the pinging was working fine when we had VLANs. When we had LAN, not VLAN. So once again, this is switch 1, and here this is switch 2. Okay, so this PC connects to port 1 on the switch, and this PC connects to port 2, and this PC connect to port 3, this PC connect to port 4, this is to port 5, this is to port 6. We can confirm that by moving these PCs around. So if I minimize the switch here, if I move this PC, you could see here that we have F0/1 on the switch. That means port number 1 on the switch. If I move this one, you see that is on F0/2. If I move this one, you see that is on F0/3. So these three PCs are on port 1, port 2, and port 3 on the switch. So port 1 is known as F0/1. Port 2 is F0/2, just in that manner. Alright, so we are going to join port 1, 2, 3 to sales department, and we'll assign port 4, 5, 6 to HR department. So click on the switch, and we need to do enable and conft once more. Conft. So you must do those two commands before you configure anything. So we're going to do interface. So what we call a port is interface. Interface, I'm going to do range because I'm doing more than one port at a time, and F0/1, that is port number 1. The F meaning that the port is fast Ethernet, and any port that is fast Ethernet, it means that the speed of the port is 100 megabits per second. And then after the slash, whatever number we see after the slash means the port number. So we have /1, that means port number 1, while F is the speed of the port, fast Ethernet, and 0 is the motherboard number on the switch. So we do more than one port, so we are doing port 1, port 2, and port 3. So we are doing 1 to 3, and we are going to do switch port mode access. Switch port mode access, and we go ahead and do switch port access VLAN 2. So that's the VLAN. We need to remove this mode. So switch ports access VLAN 2. So what does it mean? So it means that port number 1, port number 2, and port number 3 on the switch have been assigned to VLAN 2. And VLAN 2 is which department? VLAN 2 is sales. So port 1 and 2, port 1, 2, and 3 are now members of sales. So let's confirm that on the switch. So if we come back to the switch, and we have to exit now before we can use show command, exit again, so we can get into switch, then hash, which is privilege mode. Show VLAN, and hit enter key. Now you see that before VLAN 2 was just showing that is active, but no port was assigned to it. So you could see port 1, port 2, port 3 was up here before by the side of port 4, but now port 1, 2, and 3 has come down here. So what does it mean? It means that because of the commands we run on the switch, that these ports here have joined sales department. So anything connected to port 1 automatically is a member of sales. Anything connected to port 2, anything connected to port 3. So those three ports have been configured to join sales. and you see that HR has no ports assigned to it. So let's look at the topology again. So these three systems, ports 1, 2, 3, are already on sales. These second three systems, this is port 6, so it means that they connect to port 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to assign them to HR department. So let's do the command again. So you see that HR department has no systems associated with that department. So let's assign port 4, port 5, and port 6 on the switch to HR department. So once again, we'll go into enable. I'm going to do conft, and once again we'll do interface range, because we are doing more than one port at a time, F0/4 to 6, and that will mean that we are doing port 4, port 5, and port 6. And we're going to do switch port mode access, and once again switch port access would be VLAN what. So let's confirm what VLAN number, the HR. Okay, VLAN 3. So let's get back to the switch. So this will be VLAN 3. Hit the enter key so we can exit or even end the configuration, because we are done for the switch. And once again we'll do show VLAN, and you could see what we have been able to achieve in this demo. So once again, port 4, port 5, port 6, they were up here before. Now we are seeing port 4 somewhere here, but with the commands we have done now, port 4, 5, and 6 has come down here, and you could see that those ports have been assigned to HR department. So any system that connects to port 4 or port 5 or even port 6 will only be able to communicate with the members of HR and cannot talk with the members of sales. And that's actually how to ensure that these VLANs come into effect on the switch. Okay, so you see that if I go to the second switch and do show VLAN, we are not going to see anything. So if I come to switch 2 here, click on the switch and click on command line interface, which is CLI, and here if I do enable and do show VLAN, enter, we are going to see here that we don't have any VLAN. So those VLAN 2, 3, 4, 5 we created on switch 1, they are not showing here at all. And what it simply means is that we need to repeat that process and create all those VLANs on switch 2 as well. But we are going to use a tool which is called VTP, and VTP is VLAN trunking protocol, along with trunking, to ensure that all the VLANs we have configured here automatically show here, and saving us the time and stress of coming to this second switch here and repeating the VLAN creation that we have done on the first switch. Okay, so this is where we'll stop in this demo, and then when we come back, we'll be looking at VTP, VLAN trunking protocol, we'll be looking at trunking, and then we'll be setting both things up. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.